I'm Danny Brown, and you're listening to 1 Minute Podcast Tips, the show that helps you be a better podcaster in just a minute a week. If you want more specific tips just for you and your podcast, check out the Magic Mike membership at 1minutepodcasttips.com/support. And now, this week's episode. When it comes to getting new listeners for your podcast, you want to make it as easy as possible for people to follow your show. Now, for most podcasters, this means saying something like, listen wherever you get podcasts. And while that does make sense, it can also make it harder for listeners to find your show, unless you've got super optimized show notes, titles, descriptions, and really know how to optimize your podcast search results. So what I recommend is making a simple link that you can send listeners to that's got all the podcast apps on there, where they can then choose which app they prefer to listen on. For me, I use a Captivate single promo link, which allows me to not only offer different apps for potential listeners, but I can track which apps are getting clicked the most, and I can use them for the ones where I promote the show on a specific app. If you don't use Captivate, you can use something like Podfollow or Podlink, which are dedicated landing pages that let listeners choose which app to follow your podcast on. You can also use a smart link on Chartable or followthepodcast.com from my podcast reviews. And I'll leave the links to all these in the show notes, so be sure to check them out as you're listening to the episode. Because remember, the easier you make it to listen, the more likely you'll get listeners. Until the next time, happy podcasting. Thanks for listening. If you enjoy 1 Minute Podcast Tips, be sure to share with your friends and other podcasters so they can enjoy it too. Until the next time, happy podcasting.